Hi guys, and welcome to Supermet. Today I am in my Honda E and I'm having to charge it. So this is the downside to owning an electric vehicle. Car has only done 253 miles. I mean, it really hasn't been anywhere. So I'm sitting here. I'm actually roasting hot because the seat is on number 3 and it needs to be on number 1. I'm not sure why it keeps going to number 3. It seems to be stepping up the whole time. I was using the app a second ago and I'm wondering if there's a glitch that I don't know about, but it's now set on number 1. So I'm at 72%. It's been charging a while and basically I just got seriously bored, so I thought I would make I'd make a quick video. So I've also plugged in an Amazon Fire Stick into the car with its own power supply. So still charge up in the normal way. So you plug it into the USB and then you plug the stick into the HDMI port. And it's got a small lithium ion battery in between, which I'm going to show you in a second. And that actually holds power. So it means it's not going to take as much out of the socket, and it's just much easier. I don't have to have many cables everywhere. I am producing a little tiny carbon fiber box for it at the moment, which is going to go over the top and you won't even see it, and that will then just flip down if you want to utilize any of the other ports, but generally I'm not using those ports anyway. So let's have a quick look and I can show you what I've done with it, and it's going to be a very short video, but and I'll show you the charger and how we put the charger on and how it works. Okay, so you can see at the moment 72%. You can see that very nice electric funky green power cable is in there. 253 miles. It's 1 degree outside. Battery on this is a bit of a shocker. 55 miles it's telling me, and I'm at 72%. I mean, really, it's not that good. But stupidly, I forgot to put my Tesla on last night, which is a bit of a pain. So that is on at home charging at the moment, and I will swap cars in a bit. So obviously normal menus as you would expect in this car. Most of you that watch this have already got one. You can see Netflix is actually playing over here at the moment. Okay, so you can see here what I've done. So this is the Amazon Fire Stick, standard Fire Stick. I went for the light version because I didn't want to spend more money on it. I didn't know if it was going to work, and we've got so many of these things plugged in at home. This is the power supply by a company called Mission Cables. So what you've got is this is the main sort of high power USB. So I've plugged it in there, then links round, charges up. I think this has got a couple of small 18650 batteries, or one maybe inside it, and then power comes out here and goes into the side of the Fire Stick. Fire Stick then comes up onto here, and if you press all apps, you can see you have HDMI. You press HDMI and then it goes back into Amazon. Now I do have a remote control for this. So the controller is standard Amazon controller. It works in just the usual way. So if I press the home button, which is this one here, it will then go back, and you can see on the screen here, I can then just select through using the wheel, and I can select all different items. So I've obviously got BBC Player, which isn't installed, Netflix, Prime, YouTube, which I'm thinking we have in here, we don't have in here, and then all the usual bits and pieces which I can then install if I want, and obviously I don't have any of these things in here. But I'm purely using it for Netflix, Prime and YouTube. So if we go to Netflix, you just click the center button on here. Very easy system. I do like the system. This is something called Humans, and then you press play, which is just again that central button there, and it works, and I can turn the volume up so you can hear it working. With a particularly nice clip of somebody dying on the screen. Of course, had to come to that, didn't it? Very pleased. Right, let's have a quick look outside the car, and then get out of this thing, and I can show you what's going on with the charge. So, car is plugged in. This one is actually utilizing both of these ports, and this is plugged into the front here, which is just up on the screen. So 74%. I've got 19 minutes to go, coming in at 371 volts, 32 amps, which I think is probably the highest on this car. So it's giving me 50 kilowatts, I believe. And there's different style chargers. But this is from a network which is part of the Polar Group. So yeah, so it's pretty good. So car's charging. Not long to go, 75%. It's saying 35 minutes on the clock in here, and it says 19 minutes on the display outside. So I'm not actually sure what that's all about, so we'll see shortly anyway. But it's heating is running in here, and I'm finding it takes a huge amount of power when I do this. So if you see the gauge where it says 57 miles down at the bottom, I think that gauge will, yeah. So I've turned the heating off and it goes to 81 miles. I mean, it's quite phenomenal. But if I turn it back on, watch when I turn it on. So 1, 2, 3, on, 57 miles. Makes a hell of a difference. You don't notice this as much in the Tesla, even though it must be doing it, but the Tesla doesn't jump like this. It doesn't show you this sort of instant power. So I don't know, we'll see. But the car's driving brilliantly.
Nobody else got outside, nobody else.